Bowden, and this is my presentation on abortion, reproductive rights, and sexual education in the state of Texas. Reproductive rights in Texas. Abortion and reproductive rights are in jeopardy in the state of Texas. After the Supreme Court ruled against Roe v. Wade, which protected against abortion access in all states, Texas swiftly banned abortion, preventing women from accessing care throughout the state. Lawmakers are currently facing challenges from constituents who have very different opinions on the issue, and overall solutions are hard to come by. Restricted abortion access disproportionately affects low-income communities. As shown in this graph, the group that receives the most abortions is those who are earning less than 100% of the federal poverty level. Therefore, restricting abortion access placed a disproportionate impact on low-income communities. Regardless of what lawmakers say, community and adoption programs to assist mothers in these communities is not up to standard and are not a viable solution at this time. Many of these women will instead turn to unsafe methods to access an abortion, potentially jeopardizing their own lives. The solution I propose to this issue is two-pronged. Enforcing legislation that makes abortion legal in all 50 states and teaching medically accurate sexual education in schools would propose a solution to this problem. According to a study by the University of Michigan, teens who received comprehensive sex education as opposed to abstinence-only education were 60% less likely to report becoming pregnant or impregnating someone. This clearly shows that sex education decreases the teen pregnancy rate, which would in turn decrease the abortion rate. As it stands today, Texas does not require sexual education in schools, and if schools choose to teach sexual education, the curriculum must emphasize abstinence. In addition to this, Texas curriculum is not required to be medically accurate or cover birth control. Surely, increasing the number of students who are learning about birth control and safer sex would set them up to make better choices and help them avoid situations in which abortion is needed. Some argue that life begins at conception, and that abortion is the murder of a human child. Science has shown that a fetus is not capable of higher thinking or capable of life outside of the womb until 23 weeks gestation. Before this time frame, the fetus is no different than a slug, a clump of neurons firing and creating reflexive movements. Before 23 weeks, the brain does not respond to stimuli in a meaningful way. Scientific and neurological evidence demonstrates that laying the foundation for a functioning brain and possessing a functional brain are two distinctly separate states. In the end, I believe that the decision rests in the hands of the pregnant people, and that each person should be allowed to choose for themselves up until the 23-week mark, where the fetus is viable outside of the womb. My stance on this position is strong. However, in order to change my opinion on the topic, one would need to provide compelling evidence from several peer-reviewed studies that suggests that somehow fetuses before age 23 weeks are capable of higher thinking and understanding. There is a lot that we do not currently understand about the brain and how it works. However, our current understandings indicate that fetuses are not capable of higher cognitive functions until a gestational age of 23 weeks. If new information comes out that changes our current understanding, then I would be inclined to change my mind, in which case I would advocate for more government programs to assist pregnant people who would otherwise have turned to abortion. In this situation, the need for comprehensive, medically accurate sexual education in schools would also help to decrease the rate of unwanted pregnancies. Overall, the right-wing ideology present in Texas is against abortion, citing evidence from the Bible and other religious sources. This means that the reproductive rights of women in this state are severely limited by the white men who are in positions of power. In order to change the state of things in Texas, young people and women who have a stake in the issue need to educate themselves and vote in elections in order to make their voices heard.